So, with all the mouse hunting, you have to ask, do I think there is some kind of infestation? I got mice running here, and yesterday I saw one mice happily skip across the art and race into the cupboard. They can squeeze into the cupboard from underneath. I don't know how they do it, and they also squeeze in this little crack thing in the wall here, and they squeezed many other places. One jumped out of my cupboard last week. Ran through the house and into the garage and is still there. So you might ask, do I think we actually have some kind of infestation? And I would say I think so. I think there is some sort of infestation. When one mouse goes, another one appears. Once I saw a mouse climbing outside around there. Climbing outside on the outside. But I thought the one in my cupboard was gone, and then as soon as it left, I saw another one racing there, as happy as day. So, I think there are quite a few mice inside, and what seems to have brought them out of their hiding spaces seems to be, we did have it sprayed before we started to have mice show up. So I think the spray has somehow made the mice run around. So I didn't have my room sprayed, but we had the spray throughout the house. And as soon as that was there, we had mice. Like a couple of days after that, we started to see mice and stuff. So I'm worried that the mice hold themselves someplace very safe behind this little crack wherever they hide. So they're hiding behind the walls, but I think we possibly have quite a few. And I'm not sure how many, but I think enough to worry about. So far you only see one at a time, maybe two, but I think there are more mice in the walls than what you expect. We don't really have the heart to put it in mouse traps at the moment. At the moment, the best thing you can do is lock all your stuff in boxes. But they're getting into even closed cupboards and stuff. And it's kind of annoying because you find droppings everywhere. And so far we're sort of tolerating and cleaning little droppings off whenever we see them and stuff. But I'm trying to slowly heap my stuff so I don't have as much stuff sitting in my cupboards that they can rummage around. But we do have heaps. Like I especially have heaps of stuff, and I would say we have some kind of infestation. I'm not saying it's an extreme one, but I think it's possible that there are a lot more mice than what you expect, but they're in the walls. At the moment, we're just seeing 1, 2, maybe 3 mice scurry around, but I think there are a lot more. And I'm surprised the builders don't find any when they're, doing stuff in the ceiling, but no one seems to really be bothered about the mice. I'm just being told more and more, close the cupboards, make sure there's no mice, clean more frequently, make sure there's nothing on the floor that they can nibble on, and clean my cupboards because they're attracted to all the rubbish that's stuck inside them and stuff. And I'm just, so I don't know. I'm just gonna have to take all these goings-ons with the mice one day at a time, I think. Because I don't have any plan to actually catch them, but if I do catch them, it will be like in a box or something and taking them outside then, but they are a bit annoying. I'm not going to try to eradicate them very much. We already had the house sprayed, and that was going out against a person's conscience already, to have it sprayed. And now they're just running around being annoying. And no one really wants to move to put any further protection. No one likes mouse traps. No one likes those humane capture traps. One of my relatives, they said last week they had caught a mouse in their humane capture traps, which is more like a box to capture a mouse in and put it outside. And when they found it, it had died of distress of having had been captured. I had foam beans. They're attracted to foam beans. I had foam beans in a packet on the floor, and I captured one because it had hopped inside to play around inside the foam beans, and I captured it in this postage bag, and I took it outside right away, and that was just one mouse. So that's a good way to trap a mouse. You put like a tall packaging or a box, you put foam beans in it, like packaging beans, and the mouses, they just want to play in the beans, nibble on the beans, spend hours in the beans. And they come running to it and they start playing. So that's a good trap to set up. If you don't like mouse traps and you don't like the bought humane mouse traps, you can capture them in a box and they're not disturbed. They'll hide in the beans, and then when you take them outside, they'll just jump out of yours. I had to transfer the beans into another box to find the mouse, and it ended up just running around the box and jumping out and scurrying away. So that's a good way to capture a mouse. If you don't like traps and you don't like these things that cause them distress, that's a nice, pleasant way of getting them captured. But otherwise, we just sort of ignore it, try and keep things tidy and clean, put up with them in a way. But yeah, I don't like the issue of the mouses, but I'm just gonna have to put up with it while I'm living here. Yeah, because it's too difficult to sort out. If you don't want to kill them, you just have to let them scurry around. I was told to buy a cat, maybe have the cat capture the mice for you, but even that's a little bit cruel for me. I don't really want to see a mouse captured and tortured by a cat, so the beans is the best way for me, but I'm probably going to just ignore it a bit and try and continue to ignore it. It's not a huge deal, but I think there is a bit of an infestation. I think there are more mice in these walls than what you expect. And if they ever all come out at the one time, I'll probably get the blame, and I'm going to say, no offense, it's not my house. It's an old house. Heaps of mouse probably, infest the place before. And yeah, I'm not going to take the blame. But yeah. But there is a bit of a mouse issue because they run around. One goes, another comes back. Find another one somewhere else, and it's like we got mice, and we got geckos, which are like a lizard, and we even have a little penny lizard that's disappeared somewhere. Don't ask me where it's gotten to, but it's somewhere. I found it in the study. It slithered away. I don't know where it is, but it didn't go outside. So we've got a little penny lizard somewhere. It's possibly either having a great time or it's already, had something collapse and it's died or something. But I wanted to try and capture it to get outside. I couldn't quite get it. And it ended up getting away and it's disappeared. So maybe it's fine, and I'm just hoping it's having a good time. Because I don't like things like penny lizards coming indoors and then getting lost. We also had a gecko that's crawled indoors. So we're missing one of the chirping geckos on the outside. But saying that, a little version of a gecko managed to get outside. So it's accompanying the gecko that's already outside in replacement. But, yeah, there was an adult gecko. And unless it's the one that went back outside, it's probably still stuck indoors and not so much to eat, and a bit worried that it's somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So yeah, so we got little lizards and we got mice so far, and spiders, the other big thing. Quite a few long legs, dirty long legs, and little spiders. So I had to clear a lot of spiders off my windowsill because they were nesting there, because I hadn't continuously cleaned it for a while. So now I am, so trying to keep things a bit clean, to not get nuisance spiders. But yeah, those are our little pests. The pests in here. The pests. But what can you do? We just tolerate them so far. At the moment, we don't really want to eradicate them or do much, but they are annoying because they're leaving little droppings everywhere in the garage, in my drawers. I have to watch they don't leave droppings on my clothes, and they're leaving droppings on my toys and stuff, and everywhere but the places that I use most frequently. And I'm just thinking, well, that's just annoying. Naughty mice. Naughty little mice. Anyway, that's house pests for you. Well, I'm bored again. I'm just laying around. I can't watch TV tonight because it's just too loud. The traffic's loud. Everything's loud. So I just decided to hop into bed extra early. I've been sleeping all day, actually. I wanted to sleep in this morning, but there were people here, so I had to get up and be out of bed by 7:30, be ready and dressed by 8:30 or 8. And then people were here all day doing stuff, and then I did a bit of trampolining, then I wanted some food, and then I fell asleep, and then I wake up, and now I need to fall asleep again. I was thinking, all the little touches in this house that are being done, it's making the house a little bit better, but I don't know. It seems to be slowly putting new things in the house in a way. Why not just have a new house? But it's good too, but I like the olden things that are new, but I don't know. I don't really see how it's worth it. Because you're not going to get that much money for this house, and everything costs so much. We had to clear away trees. It was like $5,000. We had to build a fence. That was $10,000. We had to put in new taps, a few $100 for all the taps. Put in a new shower. That's another $2,000, I think. $2,000 to $4,000 to renovate the shower, or the bathroom, whatever. And put in an air vent, another couple of at least $800, maybe $1,000 to $2,000. But I'm just thinking, make a path, another couple $1,000, do a bit of landscaping on the garden. And I'm just thinking, so many thousands of dollars, and you're only gonna sell it for no more than $350,000 when you want to sell it. I don't know. But just the costs more and more. It's like, how much you can spend $100,000 and get a $250,000 profit. Is that how it goes? I don't know. But yeah, I want to put things and nice smelling things on the carpet. Everyone goes, "Don't do that, I'm allergic to it." And so I can't do that, but I want to smell sometimes. Like today, it's like, yeah, smelly. I don't like smelly things. But I'm not going to be living here forever. I think I'm going to be living here for 1 more year. And then I should be able to move. I'm hoping, well, that's what I hope. That's the dream in my mind. But I'm not sure. Like, I don't actually know. But that's sort of what I want. I want to be gone, moving on, living on. I want to live on my own. Because it'll be fun. Then I could say, oh, look at my house. I got a nice house too. Look what I'm doing to it. But there's so much I don't know. Everyone's going to be like, oh, do you need help with your house? Because you don't know much about stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I have a good house. And no. I do want my own house, but I don't know where I want to live. I sort of, like I said before, I sort of dream about living places I've lived before. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I prefer other places I have never been at. But I don't know where they are. And I don't know how much they are. But houses are expensive, and I have to buy one just for me. So it's going to be difficult for me because I lost all my money when I was at an optimum age of needing to grow up. I have to start all over again now that I'm old. So, but I always lose my little bits of money, but I lost my biggest amount of money. And I had to start all over again. And I lost one little bundle of money trying to get a plane across the world. So, no good. Nothing in my life has worked out. And I'm desperate for like changes that will get me my own place so I don't have to be with other people. But I don't know, if it happens, it happens. Otherwise, I'm just bumming around with other people And they say, oh, we don't mind you here, but one day you're gonna have to live by yourself. But it's gotta work out. Otherwise, I'll just blow my money and need to live with someone again. But yeah. I just don't know what I'm doing all around, really. I know what I'm doing now. I just don't know what I'm gonna be doing in the future. Right now, I'm just hanging around, taking it easy, going to the stores, going to the park, maybe going for a trip somewhere. That's all I do now. In the future, I don't know, might actually work. No. In the future, I might just, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but it's going to be doing something. Probably have nothing to do with modeling or anything, which is too bad because that's where you can make some money, but I like what I'm doing now. I like working from home, but I don't know, it doesn't make you any friends, really. But I did want to say at the beginning I do like smelly people. And it bothers me to live around people that kind of smell. And I'm not talking about in the household, I'm talking about like in the community. And I'm like, but I don't like the smell of some people, I don't want them anywhere near me. And I'm just like, oh, I hate this person. I hate that person. No. It's really hard to bitch when you don't know what I'm talking about. I just don't like smelly people. I wouldn't say straight ahead on me because, I don't like the way they smell. I don't have to worry about it too much. I only meet people for one day. Just the concept, like when it's in my mind, I just get super pissed and end up having to I always have to lay down when I get super pissed, otherwise I can chuck a mental and damage something. There are at least 2 cracks in the walls that I've caused because I've been too pissed off, and I'm just slamming doors until something breaks, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do that. So I try not to do that, otherwise someone will one day find out that I've actually ruptured things. And it's because I just get pissed off. I don't want to be near people. I don't even want to live where I live, and I want to live somewhere else, and I don't know where that is. So I'm just going, screw you, I don't even want to live here, slam. But I don't usually voice it out loud to others. I just sort of, it's when no one's here. But I'm better, I'm a lot better than what I was. I mean, I was a lot more tight. When I was living in the last place I lived, I was a lot more frigid. Not frigid, but up strung. Whatever. Strong, high strung. I was very angry, and my posture wasn't very good. It's still not very good because I hunched too much in front of the laptop. And I would love to have a $5,000 computer, which isn't actually a laptop, but I couldn't be bothered buying one right now. I have to wait till later. But I hunch too much when I'm at a computer, and hurts too much when I'm just sitting around or hanging around. It's leading to bad posture. My posture's... It was worse when I last lived in the last place. I felt worse. I think I've been feeling better. Like, people were commenting negatively towards my posture and the way I turned my head and my body posture. And now I think it's a lot better. I don't think anyone hardly remembers how I was, but I feel like I've had some relief, and I probably don't look as highly strong or anything. I probably look a little bit more relaxed, I guess you could say. That's what people want, how people wanted me to look. Like, they kept saying you should do, like, you don't look very relaxed, you don't look very normal. But now I don't think they say very much. So I don't think they're finding me abnormal anymore. That's what I'm saying. I think they don't have anything to comment on, and they don't anymore. So I think in my body posture, I think it's a lot better now. And I'm definitely not like... I think I had a bit of a shock or a bit of anxiety, and I was almost feeling like an old granny. And now I don't feel so much like an old granny. I still feel like I got some issues with stuff, but I don't feel like I'm not doing like this, or something. I feel a bit more relaxed. I don't want to use the term relaxed, but to drill it in, but I feel I don't do that anymore. Like, I'm not like doing that sort of thing. So I think it's been good to move, but I still don't feel like I'm in the perfect place. I feel like every person's positive, but I think there's negativity when they're not positive. So I still feel like I'm not in a place which I want to settle down in anyways. Not like I'm ever going to be living here, but it's not my house. But I don't think I want to settle down here, and I don't even know where I want to settle down. I still don't feel like I want to be here. And I know I'm putting up with it for now, but it makes me feel uncomfortable to live. I still don't really want to be here. Like, but it's okay. I mean, everything's within walking, and there's so many perks, but I don't think it's a perfect place for me. I don't really want to know anyone, and I don't really feel like it's 100% comfortable, so I'm still wanting to move and search for things until I find something that I want, or a place I'd want to be. I don't even know where that is, though. I just go headache. I'm still not feeling the luxury feeling of calmness. And everyone's going, well, that's because you're not living in a luxury home. And I need so much money. You're lucky I don't need $1 million. Okay, I don't need $1 million, but I need so much money and I don't have any. So I say, forget about it. I'm not going to think about it until I've got money. And then I'll think about it. But I know what I want, but I don't know where it is or how much money it's going to cost. Because I don't have any to spend on big purchases like that. So I'm just stuck in my mediocreness. living day by day, knowing everyone's sick of me, but I keep ignoring them. Not knowing where to go next, yeah, etc. But at least I don't live with the boys anymore. I'm living with the girls. They were being Scrooges. They probably said bad things about me. They definitely thought bad things about me, but it's more than that. They weren't trained me good enough. And I didn't know what I should be doing because I couldn't afford to leave, and then I left. And then that's how I got broke. I don't want to live with people like that anymore. I want to move on. I don't ever want to live with anyone like that. Because it was just a bit too much for me. It's not really. It's a lot of pain and torture when there shouldn't be. And same with here, like it could be pain and torture, but it's not so far. But every now and again, like when someone gets high strung, you know, you're like going, "Oh, you just want to do something bad to me, don't you?" But they don't. I mean, if they did, I'd be like, "They've cut me." So, but I want to. It's not really that dangerous, but only in small instances it could be. But I'll just have to put up with it until I can move. But I think I got a job. I have to wait one more day to do my stuff, and then I get my feedback if I get the job or not. And if I do, I finally got some income. And I don't know how long it's going to be, but I finally got some income. And hopefully it'll be as long as my other job from home. And then I can be like, happy. High five. That's perfect. How do you spell perfect? Perfect. Perfect is a word that is not used very often. However, it does exist. It's when a world meets a parallel world, and everything is in sync with one another, and the world turns good. No, I don't know. I like the perfect world though. I want the perfect world. I really don't have much to say. I just really wanted to say I don't like smelly people. That's why. That's why I turned the camera on. I'm like, I don't like smelly people. I don't like people who smell. I don't like people with bad breath. I don't like it when they want to hit on me and they don't smell perfect. That's exactly what I was gonna say before I started all this nonsense talk, this other talk. And why is that important, you say? Because it's been on my mind today. I don't like smelly people. Okay? I'm not saying I like a perfume factory either. I just like the concept of smelly people. I don't want to be near them. And they don't realize they smell. That's exactly what's on my mind today, but I was forgetting it while I was dribbling on. What else is on my mind today? Nothing. I'm going to be going to bed very soon. and then it's tomorrow. And what am I doing tomorrow, you ask? I don't know, I think I'm buying juice. I'm starved of... I don't like really drinking the water here, it makes me feel bad. And there's no filter in the water anymore, so I don't really want to drink it without the filter. Because I don't really like the water here. And so I said, I need juice, I need mineral water. I need to buy more drinks. Last time I went to the store, juices were $1 each. So I was going to buy 2 juices and maybe 1 mineral water. So it's $3. That should last, I don't know, half a week. Juices, 1 liter lasts 2 days. Maybe 3 if you're lucky. But I have a thing for apple and blackcurrant juice at the moment. I really like it, and I like orange juice and passion fruit juice. I'm not a huge fan of tropical juice. I only drink tropical juice sometimes because it's just too tropical for me. I drink it when I feel like I want to drink heaps of stuff. But every day, I can't drink tropical juice every day. Only every now and again. My nose is itchy. Anyway, that's all I'm doing tomorrow. And my work. Gotta remember that. The first thing I do when I wake up, I've got to do my work. Check I've got stuff, and then do other stuff. And then I can do exercise. And then I can go for my walk. And then I can come back. And then I can jump on the trampoline. And then I can relax. That's usually that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I don't think I have to be here so that someone else... I think it's next week I have to be here so someone else can come in to the house and do some renovations. I think it's next week or the week after. But not tomorrow. Tomorrow I get to do whatever I like. So I'm going to be buying juice and hanging around the stores and coming back. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm scared of sleeping. Sometimes when I go to sleep, I can't wake up. No, just kidding. I'm not really scared. I was just trying to do a drama. I'm the world's, worst actor. Now I'm just hanging around for another 10 minutes. Hanging around before I go to sleep. It's quite boring. The clock is ticking. Now, I went to sleep already today. I'm not sure if I can get to sleep tonight, but I'll try. So, I'm thinking about disappointments at the moment. I live somewhere and everyone thinks that Michael Jackson helped to have a lot of members of the community. And they're not sure whether it's Michael Jackson or an impersonator or who they used to be before they were someone else, but someone who has been Michael Jackson at least once and who has some sort of cerebral palsy. Had a heap of kids and they live here. And do I feel comfortable? No, not really. No, yeah, I do. But I don't too. As long as no one's stalking me, okay. Everyone's pretty friendly, but I just have to be stalked and I'd be like, oh no, that's not okay after all, so. But I'm gonna get probably no sleep tonight. My skin is very flustered, warm. I can't have a cold shower to cool down because I'm only allowed to have showers once a day at the moment. And I already slept today, so that means that I probably won't get to sleep anytime soon. But that's what I'm thinking, and soon I'm going to close my eyes and drift to sleep. I'll try to. If I can't, I'll come back and talk a little bit more, but you can't see me anymore because the lights are turned off.